Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. As you can see, I have a lovely big box here. This is some happy mail from my friend Mary. Thank you so much, Mary. It was so kind of you to send me a package. So I'm going to open this and see what Mary sent. So kind. Totally not necessary, just so we all are clear. Just so kind. I always feel guilty when I get happy mail. But I thank you because it's just what a blessing, right? Okay, so I don't want to show addresses, so I'm gonna just kind of slip this right out of the box here, like so. Ooh, we got fall stuff, yay, because I am going to start a fall journal. I am working on a fall digi. I wasn't going to do one, and then it just came to me that I needed to do one, so that's what I'm going to do. Look, ooh, I love this stuff. It's player piano paper, so the music from that, isn't that so cool? I love this. Thank you, thank you. I don't find this in my area, so it's great. I did get a little tube of it for my birthday, so I thank you guys, and I've hoarded it, so now I can start using it since I have two rolls, two partial rolls. So yeah, oh my goodness, look at all this lovely lace and sari, which I really needed, so thank you for that, because I keep trying to find stuff to tie journals up with, and I'm like, I have like the mushroom color seam binding. That's about it right now. So thank you so much. It was so kind of you to send this. And I always love laces. Beautiful, beautiful. This one's very nice. I love the color of that. Very lovely. Lots of fun laces to play with. Mary, this was just so kind of you. Wow, I just don't even know. This is one of the like tassels you can hook onto a journal, all kinds of goodies in there, or you could just use bits and pieces of this too. Another great way to like hang it and use it. So two things you could do with that. I love these little tiny laces like this. It's like my favorite kind. They're just so dainty and I love them. Beautiful, beautiful. I love this. Look, you could cut those flowers off and use them by themselves too, but they're also lovely in this trim. Fabulous. Thank you so much. So kind. And red, perfect for Christmas coming up. Thank you. Lots of lovely laces. Blues. And some more red. And burgundy crochet. Very nice. And little pom-poms. I love these. I just think they're so fun. Thank you so much. And look at the flowers. This one's got some elastic to it. Very nice. And more crochet edging. And these look like they came off of other like vintage items. So those are awesome. Black lace is wonderful. I don't have a lot of that, so that's wonderful. And this is gorgeous. Wow, that'd be just a lovely pocket, wouldn't it, to make a pocket out of a piece of that? Lovely. And this deep aubergine, this is like one of my favorite colors in the world. I love aubergine. It's just gorgeous. So thank you for that. Ooh, look at this. Is fun to put like on the front of a journal. A whole little snippet. You can see there's like eyelet lace, a little bit of cheesecloth, some crochet, and then the crochet trim made into a flower shape with a little pearl. Very nice. And a doily and a handkerchief or some, I think it's a handkerchief or some kind of scarf, or maybe it isn't, it's just a piece of fabric, but the way it was all, it's so perfectly pressed almost. Thank you so much. Some blue lace. Lovely, lovely, lovely goodies. I'm just going to set it aside and I will put it in its bag in a moment. What do we have here? Looks like all kinds of fun stuff. So nice of you to share your things, Mary. I mean, I know it's a lot of time, money, and everything else to collect all these things. I couldn't get them all at once, but let's see. This is an envelope that Mary has put napkins on, decoupaged. Isn't that beautiful? Just gorgeous. Love these little flowers on the back here. Really fun. Thank you so much. And some little wooden hearts, and some of them she's put some collage on, like just little bits of book page, music page, and then it's just been like glued and pulled off, kind of like I do with the playing cards, just to give them a little something, some that are blank. These are super fun. Do you have a store, Mary? You'll have to let me know so that I can send people your way, because these are very fun. I'm sure they would love to know that. So then we got some blank ones too, along with the book page ones and the music. That's a great idea. That's a great way to use those wood items. And some ticking, which we always love, right? Love ticking. And some gingham. Very nice. I think that's what gingham. Am I right? I don't know. And another gorgeous envelope. Look at that. With those beautiful sunflowers. And then in here she's put, I want to say 3x5 because that's all I can think of, but these are the bigger ones, 4x6 cards that have all been like coffee stained with pretty doilies. This one looks like it's got some kind of script on it. Very cool. Some numbers. Yeah, those are super fun. Okay, set these over here with that one. I was trying to get all these out, but they were too tall at the moment. Ooh, this is fun. I don't have any of these. I see like Carol Laws and Gail Augustinelli, you know, making stuff with the long checks. So this is fun. Now I can make some of the fun things that they have made. Those are super fun. So thank you. And some receipts. Always good. Oh, these are great. I love flashcards. I was thinking after doing a the hashtag 50 stack challenge with the guest checks that I could do some with flashcards. Wouldn't that be kind of fun to do a stack of flashcards? These would be fabulous. Yeah, that would be super fun, wouldn't it? So I'll have to work on that. But I'll have to see if I can find more. But these definitely, I love the size of these. I love the color of these. This is like exactly what I had in mind. These are fabulous as well. These could be coffee stained or whatever. So super cool. Thank you so much, Mary. You must have been reading my mind. So nice of you. Oh my gosh, I never thought to use these. Is that a blast from the past or what? Kodak. Oh my goodness, yes. Haven't seen these in a very long time. If you don't know, if you're too young, which I don't have that many people that are young that follow my channel, but if you are, when we used to get pictures developed, we'd take your film roll in and to like a Kodak place, and they would develop the pictures, and then you get your pictures back in here, and then one pocket, like usually in the front, would have your negatives, and then your pictures would be in the back. So that's what these are, if you don't know. I'm sure most of you do, but just in case. And these are cool. I've had these before. These are very fun to play with. They're like debits, credits. It's like a balance ledger type thing. These ones, I've never seen them in the green. I like the green. That's very cool. My goodness, such great things. Thank you so much for sharing with me. My goodness, so kind. And this is, oh look, very good. These would be great for covers, wouldn't they? What do they call this? Like remnants of upholstery fabric. Very cool. They would make very good. This would make a great Halloween journal cover. Very cool. Thank you, thank you. And oh my goodness, look at all these envelopes. These ones are fabulous. I've not seen these before. because you could totally do like a little journal out of those. Those are really great. A whole bunch of them. Thank you so much. So kind of you. And then this size is also, this is a nice big one that would be great to fold in half and, you know, put your journal pages in between, sew it into the signature is what I'm trying to say. And you could have, if you turn it this way, which I did one of these not too long ago, but if you didn't see me do that, and you can use the flap as a tuck and then cut just a strip off the top and it's a pocket, and sew it into your signature. That works fabulous. So these are a great size and a great color. And some very big white bags. You can also make bag journals if y'all don't know that. So that's what those could be. We'll have to play with some of those and figure out what we got. Encyclopedia of Gardening. Very nice. Pictures of plants and trees, and oh, look at the daffodils. I love when those pop their little heads up in the spring. Those are very pretty. So yeah, and some nice big book pages, which are fun to make ephemera out of. And just pages for journals as well. Look at that, would be pretty in a fall journal. Gorgeous! Thank you so much. And oh my gosh, there's another blast from the past. I was just telling my husband not too long ago, I wish we still had some of this because of the little perforated holes. Isn't that so fun? Oh, and she left me a letter. Very nice. I was hoping you had said something, Mary. Oh, don't worry about it. She said she's sorry it took her so long because she contacted me to see if she could send me some stuff a while back, but I totally get it. She works full time. Yeah, thank you for the white bags. They're great. She said she dyed some of the papers herself using coffee and stencils, so like those, the cute little 4x6 cards. And then there's laces and the flower book. Oh, so nice. Happy crafting to you too, for sure. Such fun things. This is just super fun because you can't find it anymore. So fabulous. And then lots of manila envelopes, big ones. These ones are bigger than the 12 by 9 size. So they would definitely be good for journal covers. And okay, here's more papers that she dyed. Very pretty avocado. And it looks like some rust on there. Yep. That's super cool. More avocado. Beautiful. And look at the designs. That's what she was talking about with the laces. So fun. Look at that. Beautiful. Fabulous. Avocado dyeing, and that rust is great too. And then some nice blues. Icy blue. That will come in handy come winter time. Some purple with some rust. Very nice. And then the coffee or tea dye, which is also very nice. And I love the long pages. Those are very cool. Beautiful. Just love some coffee dyed paper. Look at that. Yummy, yummy. Very nice. And these giant ones, I don't know what to do with these. These ones are really big. I'll have to put my thinking cap on with that. Those are very cool though. And they have the little twisty ties. Thank you so much. Such lovely, lovely things. I just can't, I mean, I can't thank you enough. It was very kind of you to share your goodies, because I know it's hard to do. We all kind of get a hold of our stuff and hoard it. At least I do. I'm awful about that. And I have so much junk, you'd think I would not do that. But certain things are just special, you know. And the older they are, the more I hoard them. So like those flashcards. That'll be hard for me to to delve into, but I really do want to do that. I think for the next, that's if we all still like doing the 50 stack challenge when we're done with the guest checks. I just thought it'd be fun to do something like that, but with a different background type thing. This is from my friend Carol Laws, and Carol, I absolutely was not expecting this, and I am flabbergasted that you sent me a package. Carol is so amazing, and if you don't know Carol Laws, go check her channel out immediately. She makes the most beautiful journals. She's just very talented, and she's such a sweet lady, and I just love her to pieces. And I can't believe she sent me something. It's kind of a I just love her. Oh, I appreciate you to the moon and back. I mean, don't ever feel obligated to send me things. She's on my design team, so she uses my digital downloads in her work, and that's just fabulous. I just love to see what you make. Like, that's enough payment for me any day. So I so appreciate it, Carol. You're such a sweetheart. But this will definitely be a prize, I'm sure. And we've talked about like doing a journal trade. I make a journal and give it to her, and she makes a journal and gives it to me, kind of thing. And I don't know, we just never got together on that, and now she sent me this lovely, oh my goodness, Carol, book. And I didn't send her one. You're naughty. We were supposed to do that together. Oh, this is so cool. You're such a sweetheart. I saw these the other day on your channel, and they're just wonderful. Oh my goodness. I feel so lucky now to have one. Oh, this is so cool. See, this is the thing. She does just the coolest, like, flips and flaps, and I don't know. I just love her work. It's just so interesting and fabulous. This is really cool. Did you make these on your channel? Because I watched your videos. Did I not see this one somehow? That is really cool, though. And it just slips into this belly band. She always thinks of good ways to add extra writing space. Oops, I almost bent that. In journals, and that's the perfect example. That is so cool. This is just beautiful. Oh, I feel so lucky to have this. I can't even tell you. That is just so cool. That's one of my digitals. That's the industrial add-on. And it just tucks right up there. And I think these are probably a lot of Rachel at Roxy Creations. This definitely, I think, is. Who I love her work as well. I don't think I'll ever get one of her journals, but I feel so fortunate to have Carol's. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? That long, nice tag. Oh, it's so pretty, Carol. And then a little flip there. I don't think I could ever write in it, though. And I know I tell people, write in my journals. I want you to, but it's just beautiful. I love this style of this one. I've never done a long one. I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, I should really try a long journal. And that's so pretty. She probably did these. I know she's done some coffee dyeing with lace. And that's very pretty. And then these are definitely Rachel at Roxy Creations. Beautiful. And the paper, I'm telling you, it sounds insane, I know, but from overseas feels different than the paper here in America, and I don't know why, but it's like it's softer or something. I don't know what that's about, but like this already feels vintage to me, and it's not. These pages are not, but it has definitely that feel. Isn't that so cute? I love that. That's adorable. Just a little tuck there. And then here's another flip. See, she's the master of the flip, I'm telling you. This is beautiful. That's probably some of Rachel's papers too. Gorgeous. And a little tag with a button and lace and a little bird cage. I love this, Carol. I feel so lucky to have it. This is gorgeous. It's just so fun to see other people's work. I don't know. I mean, I know you guys get it because you watch a lot of us and stuff. So obviously you appreciate our work and all that as well. It's just so neat to see it in person. And I love this idea. She's got punched holes here and strung a piece of, I think that's seam binding. And then flipped it over this edge, sewed on a button, put it through, flipped over the top edge and sewed a button up there. Isn't that so cool? What a great idea. Love that. This is fun. Sorry, got my asthma's creeping in on me today. We got smoke in the air really bad. It did rain this morning, so it kind of cleared it out, but for some reason I got a tickle going. Isn't this so fun? So you could glue that envelope together if you wanted, or write something in it and just have it like writing paper. So beautiful. I love the old worldliness of this, because we don't, in America, you can't find a lot of these type of designs. I mean, obviously when you look on the internet and stuff, you can find stuff, but it's just not as prevalent here. And I think when you see it in real life frequently, like for example, Rachel at Roxy Creations is in Italy, so she sees a lot of these things regularly. She has books with, you know, this kind of thing in it, and it affects how you make things and how you design, you know, what you see as art or how you design art. This is the perfect example. Because like there's the old, looks like kind of a fresco-y type thing on it. It's just it's just different. I don't know, maybe I'm sounding like I'm insane, but I really feel like there's just a difference in how you design based on where you live. Let me know what you guys think, if you think that's true. But this is so lovely. See, look at it. Now, isn't that neat? I've never thought to just, you know, I always think when I do something like this, I have to glue it up to make the pocket, but if you leave it like this, then you can write on it. So that's genius. And then you can write on the back of the tag as well. And then it just tucks in like that. Now, was that this way? I don't remember. I'm going to put it on like that. I'm probably wrong, but isn't that funny how I just took it off of there and I already can't remember how it went on there. Beautiful. Chester Library. And see, here's another little flip out, and shows the little tab. And this is so cool. See, that's from that flip out. Made a little pocket. So fun. Thank you so much, Carol. I mean, that is just so awesome of you to do that. And send it to me. This is very cool. Definitely one of Rachel's letters that she has in her shop. Very nice. Oops, this one goes this way. That goes in there. It's just very cool to have things like this because, you know, it makes it look old. You didn't sign it, Carol. Why? You should have signed it. You need to sign all your work. I mean, I won't forget who it's from, but I wish you would have signed it. I'll keep the little card with it for sure. Thank you so much, my friend. I can't tell you how much that means to me because I have wanted one of your journals for a very long time. So I thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Both of you ladies, Carol and Mary, very kind of you to send me Happy Mail. It just warms my heart when people just give of themselves. It's so nice, and I'm not always very good at that. So, but I thank you guys so much. And I will be right back with a little something to do. Okay, I am back, and we're going to play with some of the pieces that Mary sent me. I have been working on this. I worked on it a bit yesterday, so this is like a day or so later, the rest of this video. I just didn't have time at the moment to finish it, so I'm finishing it now, but I came up with a fun little idea. So these are the two envelopes that Mary decoupaged and sent in with her package, and I will give you the measurements of those if I can find my ruler here. So the largest envelope is, and it doesn't mean you have to have them this size. You can find two envelopes of different sizes, but this one is 7 by 7, so it's square, 7 by 7. This one is obviously 7. I cut it down though. I did cut, see, I cut both sides off so you can see that opens by, so obviously you need them to be the same width. 5 1/4. Okay, so 7 by 5 1/4 and 7 by 7. But you can use any envelopes. You just have to cut the top one the same width as the bottom one. Okay. So then what I did, you can see, oh, we need to take this piece of paper out. I was kind of putting papers in pockets so I knew what I wanted to put where. I cut the flap off the top of this envelope because there was a flap and it was this, but it was longer. I've done some other things. And then this envelope, as you can see, I cut the sides off of. And then I added a piece of paper here. This is just a scrap piece of paper from one of my kids. And I will glue that back together, but we're going to take the flap of this envelope and put it inside of the other envelope. So you have to cut it like this is a tiny bit less than 7, because otherwise it wouldn't fit inside of there, you know. So you just need to take that little extra sliver off to make it fit. Then what we're going to do, and I added this piece of paper, 1, because I wanted something on this, and 2, it just helps strengthen the spine. This is going to become the spine of a little journal, little notebook, really. So I want to line this up so that my edges are the same. You know, the edge of this envelope back here is level with the edge of the envelope it's stuck inside of. Okay, and then we're going to glue the front part, and you probably saw the little thumb notch back on the other part. Is my glue even coming out? It's probably not even coming out. I'm telling you, this art glitter glue, and I've washed the tip and everything. I don't know what the deal is. I think my art glitter glue is getting a little bit old. I've had it for a bit, and it just keeps getting globs. It does take a while to go through a large bottle of it because I've had it for quite some time. So, I mean, that aspect of it is glorious because it is kind of expensive. So obviously it's not something you want to be buying like every week or something. But once it starts to go phooey on you, it's a lot of work. Okay. So basically, that's all I'm doing there. I just want those to be stuck together so they make a little book. Let's flip it over and make sure we got it even, and we did, because you can see this was splitting a little bit, which happens because you know, she put probably a wet medium on here to put the napkins on, which is totally awesome, but you know, that can make them split, so that was part of the reason I added that piece of paper there, just to strengthen it. So this is going to be closed all the way here. So I think what I'm going to do, you can see I put these pieces of Tim Holtz tape around there before I decided exactly what I was going to do. It was splitting a little bit on the sides too, which again happens if it gets wet at all. And then, or you know, they just split. I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of this all the way across. I would have just done it all in one piece had I thought about that, but I didn't, so it'll be fine. It'll just add a little extra. And I know, you know, I put this paper here and then I'm covering it, but I'm not covering it up there, so I consider it fine. But this way it'll just look more cohesive across there. It's not like you have to do this, so if you didn't want to, you could just leave it like that and it would be totally fine. Or you could do the same thing with some paper or something too. So how you all doing? I don't know if I said that. I got jumped right into my Happy Meal because I was excited, and then I don't know if I said that, and it's been a few days, so how y'all doing? Sorry if I already said it. Yes, I am a bit dingy. I'm lucky if I remember what I'm, you know, have to do today. I'm telling you. I'm going to save that little bit. We might use it somewhere else. Set this out of the way, and I am going to ink that since I inked the other part of it and rough it up a little bit. So yeah, I hope you're all doing good. We're doing good around here. So nice of Carol and Mary. Oh my goodness, you guys, so kind. Thank you so much. And this was fun to play with these envelopes. And then what I'm going to put inside of this, like I said, it's going to be kind of like a little notebooky journal, is I did sort of like a waterfall. I've seen like Gail Augustinelli's done a waterfall journal, and my friend Tammy at Live for Frou Studios was started one. And so I just kind of did what they did, and you know, I cut mine even at the bottom. Normally you would have the stagger would continue down at this end, but I didn't want it to hang out of the journal right here. So, oh, hold on just a minute. Okay, hi, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have our envelope. We're going to glue this. That's what we're going to do. See, I leave for 10 minutes or something and I'm all lost again. So I'm just going to put glue down the sides. Oh, and I cut the little, you know how there's these little pieces that often come up a little bit higher. I cut those even just because I didn't want them the way they were. So you just got to do a little surgery on your envelopes to get them how you want them. They aren't 100% even. You can see like this side I didn't cut quite as much as this side, so there's this little extra bit over here, which isn't a big deal because we're going to put this as a pocket. So this was the flap that I cut off of the other envelope back here, although it was longer. And then I put a thumb notch there. So that is where this green piece of paper is going to go. And I'm using some of the papers from Mary. Thank you, Mary. And some, you know, that were in my stash or that were gifted to me by other people and things like that. So thank you to anybody who donated to my colorful paper stash. So I'm going to put this here. I'm trying to figure out if I need to trim it. I think it's fine. I might have to, sorry. Yeah, I do. I think it's fine, but then in my brain I'm going, no, it needs to be trimmed just a little bit more. Because I don't want it to go over that and then block the pocket right here. That's why. Otherwise it really wouldn't be that big of a deal. But we're going to put glue on 3 sides of this one. So yeah, she had it so wonderfully decorated. It was just like, oh, I can just turn these into like a little journal notebook type thing and use them. I mean, they could have gone inside of a journal too, but they were just calling to be turned into a journal. So that's what I did. Alright, so now I have this pocket here and that pocket there, and I have a tag which I will decorate. Oh, how did I not get the... Didn't I do the glue back there or did I not? I just did the two sides. That would be something I would totally do. No, I did. That would really be the thing I would do. Okay, so we'll put that there, and then this is another piece of colorful paper. I'm going to just slip in there. Okay, and then we have this, which will get sewn into here. And I did bring my cradle, my book cradle. And if you haven't seen these, I sell these in my shop. They're for binding journals. Putting the signatures in, putting the holes in the signatures. There's this little trough that is right here. And this was an idea, and you've probably seen people with book cradles that are in wood. But I had my husband make one up and print it on his 3D printer. So this is all plastic done on a 3D printer. So then what I would do is take my journal and put it in here. It only works to poke into the cover of the journal if you have one signature. If you have multiple signatures, then you're just going to be poking the holes in the signature themselves. But what it does, because it seems crazy to have this thing just for that, but it puts the holes right on the spine instead of sometimes, you know, when you poke the hole for a journal, it might come out a little bit from the back, and then this one you poke and it might come out a little bit from the front when you do it like on a book or something. At least that's what I've had happen. I know a lot of people are very successful with using a book to poke their holes with, and great. If you are stellar at that, I'm really happy that you are, because I am not. So anyway, the cradle just helps me get them straight, and then also get it straight on the spine when you do poke it into the cover as well, so that you know, you don't have a hole coming out partially on the front of your cover or whatever. It just makes it a little bit easier, and that's what those are for if you haven't seen those. All right, so we're going to work on this envelope. I put one of the film envelopes in here as well, and we'll continue with that in a bit. But I've put a couple of Mary's 4x6 cards in there, the coffee dyed ones. They'll go into those pockets, but I want to decorate this up a little bit because I don't love all the writing and all that's on there. So I think I'm going to take one of these checks. This is from Gail Augustinelli, and you probably saw it the other day if you watched my crimped paper thing on Monday, because this was something that I crimped. I think I showed it. I don't know. I don't really remember. But anyways, I crimped it because I thought I might use it, but then I didn't end up using it. But then I was like, it's perfect for this. So voila. And I do like the crimping, and I forget to use my crimper. And they're actually pretty great, because really once you glue it down, it just gives you a little bit of that texture of the crimp, but it's not like so thick, you know what I mean? You can still feel all those little lumpy bumpies on there, which is kind of fun. Alright, so then the other thing we're going to do is put some other decorations on here. Where did I set them? I had them all right here, I thought. But I put them out of the way somewhere. Hold on. Sorry about that. If they were a snake, they would have bit me. So yeah, it was one of those. Anyways, I just cut out some of my old posters, autumn. These are the autumn ones. They're just really cool old like posters from the 1800s. But anyway, a lot of them say October, November, whatever. So we're going to use those. I have some that are shrunk down, that I've shrunk down, some not. So I don't know exactly what we're going to use. But the first thing we're going to do is put a piece of napkin on here, because I figured we might as well continue on with the decoupage napkin theme because it looks good on the rest of it and it'll all go together that way. So we'll do that so that this will dry hopefully fairly speedily. This is my decoupage brush and it gets very stiff. Okay, so I'm just going to put some, this is actually matte medium that is not useful anymore. It dried up completely, which is weird because I just used it not that long ago, so I guess I'm just going to use some glue. Oh, I have this one I can use. This one is Decoupage Matte from Deco Art. I don't know. That is concerning about that matte medium. Stuff is so expensive and I don't use it a lot, but I would have expected it to last longer than that. It hasn't been that long. That doesn't make me happy. Alright, so I'm just gonna I want part of the pumpkin, but I mostly want the sunflowers because that seems to sort of be our theme here. And if they get a little wrinkly, I don't really care about that. And I'll probably, do I want to go around? No, I think I'll put something else on there. My water pen here. This is just water in this pen. These just work good for getting the extra napkin off, if you're not familiar with that. And I'll probably trim it a little too once it dries. I just want it dry before I do that. Okay, and then I'll just put a little more. And I know I lost a lot of my pumpkin and whatever, it's fine. It still has those autumnal colors and that's what I wanted, so. Okay, so basically probably all we're going to get done today is covering this. But this will be a little project until I'm working on a fall digital right now. And that's the next main project I want to do. So once I get that finished, then I'll do a larger journal. It's just, I don't have it done yet. It's one of those kind of things. I want to cover this entirely, but I do want something on here. Let's see. Oh, this one's neat. It's got she's got pumpkins and that. I'm going to cut it out a little more. Put the glue or lid on my glue before it dries up too, like my matte medium. Yeah, it probably would have helped if I would have put some kind of plastic or wax paper or something over that, but with the lid on, I didn't think it would do that. Makes me sad. I do like that Deco Art decoupage. I mean, it's basically the same thing as Mod Podge. It's just a different brand. And I didn't want to cover the entire envelope because it's a great sunflower type color. So I like just covering a little bit. Thank you, Mary. This just got me all inspired and I wanted to make a fall something. Very fun. Okay, and then I'm probably just going to do some collaging on these parts here so that they're a little more, not looking quite so, I don't know what the word is. Like modern or whatever, you know what I mean? I want it to look a little older, so. This is from my Fall is in the Air digital download that I've had in my shop for a couple of years now. This isn't the new one. The new one is going to be very mushroom oriented because I did that those mushrooms the other day, and then I just wanted to do like a mushroom journal, just mushrooms. Thought that might be kind of different and fun. So that's sort of the way I'm going with it. I mean, it's not going to be just mushrooms, but it'll have lots of mushrooms. Okay, I think I'll just put that piece there. I know it's covering all the color, but that has a lot of writing on it that I'm not super crazy about. And it'll help strengthen what will become kind of the spine of that envelope. Did you see that the envelope was stuck to my mat because of the Mod Podge? Decoupage, whatever it's called. Let's see if we can just tear this a little bit instead of having to cut it. Probably should have done that before, right? What are you gonna do? Old dog, new tricks and all. That side went a little more smoothly. So yeah, I think this is going to be a fun little notebooky journal, and it probably will end up in my shop. I'll let you guys know more once we're closer. We just started this one, so I don't know exactly when it'll be done. I'm not going to heavily decorate it. I'm just going to keep it pretty simple, so it's more of a writing piece than a art piece. You know what I mean? That'll be nice. It's cool the way these pockets are, because you can just tuck stuff right in there and it works great, so I like it. So you guys starting fall journals, or are you starting Christmas journals? I can't bring myself to do it. I need to start doing more for Christmas, and I just cannot. I've got like 4 digitals going right now that I'm working on because I just can't seem to get my act together to finish one of them. I'm gonna have to finish this mushroom one though, because otherwise I can't start the journal I want to start. So that's the good news there. But yeah, I don't know why I do that sometimes. It's just like, just focus, Amy. I usually try to finish stuff before I start other stuff, but don't know. It doesn't always work. Will it work? How is this? Okay, there's this weird opening right here that needs to be closed. That was throwing me off. Oh, this glue. I've heard a lot of people complaining. I know mine is probably because it's old, because I've had it for a while. But it's like, I want to use it, the rest of it. Because otherwise, what's the point in buying it if you can't use it all up? Okay, why are you being such a stinker? What's this? because I'm not being patient. I'm just flapping it down, right? Just want to get some of that color here. I mean, that image isn't super exciting, but it's really about the color right here. And we're going to have to put something in there to hold that open. Let's put our little awl in there just to kind of hold that for now. And I'm going to tear it off after it dries because I'm afraid I'm going to just make a bigger mess if I try to tear it off now. Okay, maybe we will set this aside to let it dry. I'll have to do something on the back too. So like I said, this is all going to be a process, but let's decorate this for now. Let's see what we got. Could use a piece of this. This is also from my Fall is in the Air. They're just kind of some background pages to use. I'm just going to kind of tear it. I like the yellow. I like this leaf right here. Tear this at the bottom. Well, it's a beautiful autumn day here. I hope you guys are having nicer weather. The heat has calmed down a touch. I mean, it's still pretty warm, but nothing like it was. It was just misery for a while there. So I'm very glad that we missed some of it while we were on our vacation. That didn't hurt my feelings at all. I always do that. Rip it all weird. I just realized there are some lines in this from my printer. I'm telling you, that thing is giving me all kinds of grief. I don't know what the answer is either, because I've bought several of those. EcoTank, it's the EcoTank printers, and they're fabulous when they're working. Like, I absolutely love it, but it gives me grief. It just doesn't always work. It keeps disconnecting from my iPad randomly, just like I don't want to, so I'm not going to. And then the lines thing, it starts doing that, and that's what happened with my last one, and I had to finally get a new one. That's the reason when people ask me to print digitals out, you know, to send them, sell to them and send them, I don't, which I feel bad about. I would love to be able to do that if I had a decent printer, but I have a hard enough time just getting you know, digitals for myself printed that don't have lines and all that. And the amount of paper that you waste, especially if you're trying to obviously do them for other people and sell them and stuff. It's very aggravating. I don't know what the answer is, because the other ones that maybe work better, well, I don't know, printers in general are kind of a pain, but they cost so much to get ink. It's just highway robbery, which I don't understand. If anybody knows why, I would love to know. Because they can, I guess, right? like my son said, because he works, you know, with computers and stuff. He's just like, Mom, there really aren't any great printers. Like, there's some that work great for a while and people love them, but then it's always something. It's like, yeah, I guess. He's like, at least that I have found. Like, yeah. So these I shrunk down. When you print them out, if you just print them regular, they're larger. So you can see I did the print to size again to get the smaller, just so that I can use, you know, different ones for different places and whatnot. Do I want another one of these? I don't think it shows up very good, does it? Skinny things are always hard for me to decorate. Like tall skinny tags and stuff. I just feel like I don't know what to do to them. Something like that wouldn't be bad. And maybe a label or a number or something down at the bottom. That's if I can find one. There's filed. Need something bigger. Let's do this one first. Oh, so I'll leave a link to Gail Augustinelli's channel for the folding of the Waterfall type journal, because she goes over it. Well, and Tammy does too. I'll leave both of them. You can choose whatever you want to watch for that. It's really just a matter of scoring and like a 1/4 inch difference or whatever. So it's pretty easy. Two ticks on your scoreboard. And these are just Tim Holtz stamps that I've stamped on. This is on coffee dyed paper, but I've also got some that are on, you know, the edge of book pages when you tear them off. They're like that. So you can use lots of different things to stamp those on to give yourself some nice pieces of ephemera. And there's that one, and then I'll put some kind of fabric up at the top, and we'll check and see how our envelope is doing. And I'll probably let you guys go so you can have a fabulous weekend. We're gonna go to the football game, see my daughter, see the marching band. Woohoo! I mean, you get to see the team too, obviously, but I'm much more into the I'm here for the band kind of thing. I do like football, like I enjoy it, but I have the attention span of a gnat, I think. So I do real good probably the first half of the game, and then after the band plays and all that, I'm just like, okay, I'm ready to go. I just can't, I don't know, I start watching the people and I don't know, just everything but the game. I'm just awful like that. Unless it's a real intense game or something, and then I might get more into it. But for the most part, it's just me being a squirrel. So Put that one back there, and then when that dries, it's still a little wet, I'm going to put that nice designed one on there, and then we'll decorate the back. I don't know with what yet, but we're getting there. We're getting somewhere. I just know that we're probably time's up today. So I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend. I hope you like this little idea of using 2 envelopes to make a little flip thing. And then I'm going to use this sunflower and attach it down here at the bottom so that you can kind of just lift it open like that. And then it is meant to sort of be this type of journal where you flip through it like that. So I hope you guys like it. Again, thank you so much to Carol and Mary. Oh my goodness, I just feel very blessed, and I thank you guys because you both sent me some very lovely things, and I really do appreciate it. And so on that note, have a great weekend, and we'll chat again soon. Love you guys. Bye.